As we learned, Paul Hoper and the crew at Cagner Homes are helping people save thousands of dollars on their owner-involved home building program. Let's take a closer look and see exactly how it works.
One of the advantages that we're able to offer our customers is in the lending. Our lending program is dynamic. You do one appraisal, you qualify once, you pay all your closing fees and everything one time, and then when you're done with your construction, it just converts over, then you're in your 30-year mortgage.
Not only do we get our 1 year to build our home with no payments, which I couldn't afford to build a house had I not had that option, but I closed on my 30-year fixed mortgage before I even started construction on my home. So it was a one-time close with my interest rate locked in. I didn't have to mess at the bank. I didn't have to go to the bank for draws for my house when my subcontractors were completed. Cagner handled all the paperwork and kept it in a timely, organized fashion so I knew how much I spent, how much I have left to spend, and was able to budget.
When a customer is getting a construction loan, sometimes they don't understand the lingo that a bank would use. And with my experience having been working in the bank, I can interpret for the customer what it is the bank really is asking for. And also on the other end, give the bank what the customer is asking for.
If it wasn't for Cagner going through the banking process with me, it could have been a totally more complicated program. Also, I heard from a friend of mine who built his house that the banks required 20% down and made him run through lots of hoops because banks typically don't like owner builders. But with Cagner as our partner, Cagner having a reputation of closing homes within 1 year, on time and on budget, we got very good financing, we had got very good cooperation with our bank, and it was a very pleasurable experience.
With the financing out of the way, it's time to choose a floor plan. If you can't decide on one of Cagner Homes' many floor plans, they have an architect on staff that can take your vision and turn it into reality.
If it's a custom house they need built, then they're going to put in their order through our sales rep. It's going to go through our processing department, make sure all the paperwork is filled out, make sure we have a sketch at least of, or a thought of what they're wanting to build, and then we'll go from there. It'll come to me after all the paperwork's filled out, after everything's approved. It'll come to my department and we'll go ahead and start making a blueprint basically from scratch if it's just a thought. And then we'll keep the customer in contact throughout the process, making sure that we have developed exactly what they had in mind, because we definitely want our customers to have the house that they have in mind, their dream home.
So they're very, very versatile, and whatever your family needs, whatever you want in a home, Cagner Homes can help you with that. I found that it can be a nightmare to build your own house if you're not prepared and have the guidance you need in all aspects of building your house. If you haven't done it before, you're in for a major challenge. And Cagner Homes has handled all those challenges by having a finance program, a materials package program, and a step-by-step guidance program.
Step-by-step guidance for Cagner Homes is truly step-by-step guidance. When a customer writes an order with us, then we process the order as we go through the approval process. The next thing that happens is they get in the mail this organizer, and it's an organizer with a bunch of folders in it and a couple of books and a couple of things like a hat.
In your manuals you have Steps to Success Guidebook, which gives you a general overview of the entire construction process. It will explain everything from the beginning of your financing clear through the final financing where you're closing your loan. It talks you through being able to do your kitchen cabinetry layouts and any other components that you have. Your bid guidebook explains to you how to go through the process of getting bids from subcontractors, reviewing those bids, and understanding what is and what should and should not be included in any bid from any particular contractor. Installation and Interior Trim Manual will walk you through insulating your house. It'll walk you through all the different components of insulation so that you will be able to complete that easily with no worries. Your interior trim section of this manual explains how to hang interior doors and how to install interior trim, how to make the angle cuts that are necessary, explaining to you where and why those cuts are in place, and how to install window frames and everything else that you'll need for installing interior trim. Your siding manual, which is here, explains how to install the siding on your house and how to make it look good when you're done. It walks you through what tools are necessary and what the process is so that you can start the job and finish it, and your house will look good when you're done.
Its function is to walk them from the very beginning to the very end of the entire construction process.
When Business Biographies returns, we'll see how Cagner Homes makes it easy for even the most inexperienced to become successful home builders.
I knew nothing about building a house. In fact, I flunked 7th grade shop class. And here I came and I built my own house.